I feel like if people want to use that as the alternative, they need to fix the system.
Sure.
Before they can start using that as the choice of they shouldn't be able to abort because we have adoption. But the adoption system just sucks in the end.
The foster care system absolutely needs reform, unfortunately. I mean, if a child's going into the system, they've already experienced some sort of abuse, neglect, or something of that sort, and then they might even experience it further in the system too. I think when it comes to abortion, like whether that would justify it, there is currently many children in the system. We know that they're currently suffering and going to suffer in the future. Yet we would say that their current or potential suffering does not justify ending their life. It seems like there's a hierarchy of values. Like, yes, we want to alleviate suffering, but at some point, suffering does not trump the right to life.
It does get to weird questions like that, honestly. In a perfect world, you wouldn't want to abort anyone. You would want everyone to live, but we're not in a perfect world, so it comes down to it. There are issues that we cannot control, and it honestly feels in the end, if you cannot offer someone a great life, if you can't raise them, if no one can help them, the system, why should we force them to live a life where they'll suffer? While yes, it'd be great for everyone to live, we're just going to give someone a miserable life. And yes, they could turn around. They could turn into an amazing life. I won't deny that that's happened so many times, but where's the security in that? How could we know for sure that we won't be hurting another life in the end?
So I definitely understand where you're coming from. Would you say that you would hold that view, though, about like a child who's already outside of the womb? Like if we had like a 2-year-old who we know is about to go into the system, would we say that the system is still better for them, though, than ending their life right there, like euthanasia?
Yes, it would be better to put them in the system. Even though it's not perfect, it's still a better option than what they currently have.
Sure. Yeah. Why do you think that is, though?
It does get to that weird. It's just something I've grown up with, and that's just how it just appears in my head. But yeah, it's those other weird questions of why don't I think the other way? And I don't know, honestly. I don't. It's just the way I've always thought, and I'm always willing to change, and I've heard some great arguments for it today, and it's making me think about it right now.
Okay, sure, yeah. I think that the reason is because we see that toddler as a human being. We recognize that, yes, their suffering should be alleviated. We should try to do that, but because they're humans, they have a right to be protected from harm. They have a right to life. Kind of bringing that back to the unborn, I think that if that is true for the 2-year-old in the foster system, then I think that would also have to be true for the unborn, because they're also human like that toddler.
Yeah, I think it's a very compelling argument.
Okay,
It's a very well point. They are definitely human, so they should get the same rights in the end.